Hello and a very warm welcome. You're watching the News Hour special edition with me, Priya Bahel. Any day now, the dates for Delhi Assembly elections will be announced. And after today, it is crystal clear that it is going to be Narendra Modi himself leading the charge for BJP. Modi called Aam Aadmi Party a disaster at a rally today, promised change and progress for Delhi as well. And significantly, at his first rally after BJP came out with its list of candidates, assured supporters that no public welfare scheme would be discontinued if BJP assumed power, as is being claimed by the Aam Aadmi Party. Instead, a BJP government would weed out the corruption in their implementation. Reacting to Prime Minister's attack after he inaugurated a rapid metro project, Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal went on to say that projects like RRTS wouldn't have been inaugurated had his party not cooperated with the centre despite alleged atrocities against the party leaders. The reference here was to action in Liquorgate, scam probe and other such cases. But graft taint is clearly something that BJP is not willing to let go of. And that was amply visible in the return of Sheesh Mahal to the poll narrative.
ये दिल्ली वालों को डरा रहे हैं कि बीजेपी आएगी तो ये बंद हो जाएगा, वो बंद हो जाएगा। लेकिन मैं दिल्ली वालों को विश्वास दिलाने आया हूं, भाजपा सरकार में दिल्ली में जनहित की कोई योजना बंद तो नहीं होगी, लेकिन उसमें जो बेईमानों का ठेका है ना, उनको बाहर निकाला जाएगा।
अब सारे दिल्ली देहात के लोग बदला लेने के लिए बैठे हैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी से। वो कह रहे हैं हमें विश्वास नहीं होता प्रधानमंत्री जी जो कह के जाते हैं, झूठ बोल के जाते हैं प्रधानमंत्री जी। हर चुनाव में आते हैं और हर चुनाव के अंदर झूठे वादे करके जाते हैं प्रधानमंत्री जी। अगली बार प्रधानमंत्री जी दिल्ली में आके भाषण दे, मैं उनसे दिल्ली देहात के हमारे लोगों की तरफ से ये सारे वादे पूरे करने के उनसे निवेदन करता हूं।
Now what you saw was AAP versus BJP, but there is also a parallel AAP versus Congress playing out in Delhi. A day after Ajay Maken teased that he would be addressing a press conference to expose Arvind Kejriwal as anti-national, the event today was postponed, citing lack of certain documentation. But Aam Aadmi Party used this cancellation to revive its Congress-BJP in collusion attack. It said that the delay was in receiving script from the BJP. At the same time, let's also jog your memory about what exactly happened the last time the Congress actually did address one such press conference.
आज दिल्ली की दुर्दशा और कांग्रेस कमजोर केवल इस वजह से हुई है कि हमने 2014 में उनका समर्थन 40 दिन के लिए किया था। आज दिल्ली की दुर्दशा का एक सबसे बड़ा कारण ये, मैं कभी भी इस चीज का पक्षधर नहीं रहा हूं, ना था और ना रहूंगा कि केजरीवाल जैसे व्यक्ति के ऊपर भरोसा किया जा सकता है। वो एंटी नेशनल है और उसकी कोई विचारधारा नहीं है सिवाय अपने पर्सनल एम्बिशन के।
मैं मांग करता हूं कांग्रेस पार्टी से कि 24 घंटे के अंदर अजय माकन के खिलाफ कार्रवाई करें, वरना इंडिया गठबंधन के जो और भी घटक दल हैं उनसे हम लोग मांग करेंगे कि कांग्रेस को इंडिया गठबंधन से अलग करें।
This get out of INDIA alliance war of words was also reciprocated, by the way, today by Shama Mohammed, who said this for the Aam Aadmi Party, citing a statement from Arvind Kejriwal where he's seen telling media, why do you take the Congress party so seriously? Shama Mohammed of the Congress said they should leave INDIA alliance. But one issue that seemingly found all parties in Delhi taking the same stance was BJP candidate Ramesh Bidhuri's statements on Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, rather citing Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. Bidhuri, who remember has been fielded from Kalkaji and is contesting against two women leaders, Chief Minister Atishi and Alka Lamba of the Congress, first said that he will make roads of Kalkaji as smooth as Priyanka Gandhi's cheeks if elected, then remained defiant when he faced blowback over his sexist comments, but eventually relented, even though grudgingly, to issue a conditional regret.
जैसे ओखले की सड़कें हमने बना दिए, संगम बिहार की सड़कें बना दिए, इसी प्रकार से कालकाजी भी सुधार कैंप के सामने वाली, बराबर वाली, अंदर वाली सारी की सारी सड़कें प्रियंका गांधी के गाल जैसे जरूर बना देंगे।
कांग्रेस माफी मांगे, कांग्रेस लालू से माफी मंगवाए और ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ लालू उनकी सरकार में मंत्री रहे हैं, वो उनसे माफी मांगे। वो कंपेयर किया गया है। मैं उनसे पूछना चाहता हूँ पवन खेड़ा जी से, प्रधानमंत्री जी की पिताजी के बारे में जो टिप्पणी की, पवन खेड़ा माफी मांगे। हेमा मालिनी जी महिला है कि नहीं है, मुझे बताइए। हेमा मालिनी जी महिला है नहीं है? पहले जिसने गलती की पहले वो माफी मांगेगा ना। मेरे इस बयान से कोई व्यथित है, किसी को दुख पहुंचा है, तो मैं हृदय से इस बात के लिए अपने शब्द वापस लेते हुए खेद प्रकट करता हूं और इस बात के लिए मैं दुख प्रकट करता हूं कि अगर किसी को खेद पहुंचा हो।
Remember, he is the same person who has already faced a lot of flack for his extremely objectionable comments made against then BSP's Danish Ali on the floor of the House. So, when everybody is talking about change, have things really changed? Is it going to be about badlav or badla or blame game? What is the answer going to be? That will come from the people of Delhi. To explore those and many other questions, we are now joined by Sanju Verma, who is BJP national spokesperson. Abhishek Sudhir, political analyst, is with us. Dr. Nikul Patel of the Congress is with us. Shelly Oberoi, former Delhi mayor and Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson. Welcome to the broadcast. Dr. Akashdeep Muni, political analyst, is also with us. Sanju Verma, let's start with the elephant in the room. Ramesh Biduri is at it again, but can you really fault the critics in saying that perhaps the patronage that he's got from the BJP is encouraging these statements from him?
You know, Priya, let me make one thing very clear. I'm not going to sit here and endorse any form of misogyny or sexist comments, even if it is from Ramesh Biduri, who's our candidate from Kalkaji. So yes, I condemn that unequivocally. Point number two, I'm not going to try and engage in whataboutery. And say that, oh, you know, he made this statement because he was trying to remind people about the comparison that Lalu Prasad Yadav ages back made about roads and Hema Malini's cheeks. I'm not going to go down that path. But equally, I will just say this, and this is not whataboutery, but this is hard fact. I remember a couple of months back, Supriya Srinath, who's the head of Congress's IT cell and their national spokesperson, made an abhorrent remark saying Mandi ka rate kya hai, in an obvious reference to Kangana Ranaut, who won from Mandi. And rather than taking the moral high ground and apologizing, she engaged in whataboutery, saying, nahi, mere social media account se ye kisi aur ne likh diya tha, mujhe to jankari bhi nahi thi. Or for that matter, you know, Jairam Ramesh, who's the head of Congress's communication cell, if you look at his timeline, it is absolutely deplorable. All he does 24/7 is abuse the Prime Minister. If you look at Pawan Khera, all he does is abuse the Prime Minister. तो हम तो रमेश बिदुड़ी के स्टेटमेंट को कंडेम करते हैं, but does Pawan Khera have the grace? Does Supriya Srinath have the grace? Does Jairam Ramesh have the grace to condemn the kind of misogynistic statements made by them and their own leaders? I don't forget the fact that, you know, a girl called Archana Gautam, who was the poster girl of Priyanka Vadra's Ladki Hu Lad Sakti Hu campaign. She and her father, Archana Gautam and her father, were beaten black and blue outside the AICC headquarters at the behest of Priyanka Vadra's secretary Sandeep Singh, no less. Priyanka Vadra ke muh mein to dahi jam gaya. I never saw her coming out in solidarity with Archana Gautam. I've never seen Priyanka Vadra come out in solidarity of the victims who were raped by, you know, Mewaram Jain, one of the Congress's Vidhayaks.
Okay, you've made a point. Nikul Patel?
See, whenever you are putting anything on a social media or on a public platform or in a political speeches about insulting someone is not good. That is all we always conclude and we discuss at large whenever such thing happens into the political arena. Over here, my friend wants to again criticize about what happened, but definitely the introspection has to be taken care of. And about even what she is claiming, then I can also say that the Pradhan Mantri, who is always telling that we respect all women and everything.
Sir, would you on record condemn what Supriya Srinath said about her handle said about Kangana Ranawat?
Definitely. I started with the same statement, but still if you want to tell me, then I will say that, yeah, definitely anything which is spoken against anyone in political arena, we have to condemn it. And those people who are speaking such
statements.
What
action did the party take against Supriya Srinath or the member who she said was responsible?
See, about the action, what you are asking, I think still not any action taken, but
Still not
condemn
any
the
action taken.
Yeah, definitely.
Why?
The same question can be asked to Bharatiya Janata Party.
Yes, and I
also.
will
Why
ask
they have
them.
to-
I asked
Yeah,
them. I
definitely.
started by asking them why
Yeah,
are they?
definitely.
Why isn't it patronage?
still you
A man who's already faulted,
you have not asked.
but Mr.
Still you have
Biduri
not
was
asked.
not given
That is
a
wrong.
ticket to contest in the Lok Sabha elections, in the general elections last year, after his
sure,
comments.
definitely.
So that's action.
Definitely.
What did Congress do?
That will be taken action whenever it will be taken. It will be shown
Whenever.
about it. It will whenever tickets are to be distributed. If tickets are not given, then you have to realize what statement you are giving for Bharatiya Janata Party. Same can be given for Congress.
Exactly. But
It is only related to the giving tickets or disposing from
sir,
the party.
I am talking about any kind of action. You said, you
that is what
admitted
you are
right now that
comparing.
no
You are
action
giving
has
an
been
analogy.
taken. So
You are
what
giving
moral
an
ground does
analogy.
Congress
You are-
have to point
you are giving-
fingers at
you are
anybody, and
giving-
that is not to give any long rope to what Biduri
you are
has
giving
said
analogy about not
today.
giving
And he
ticket to
remained
Bharatiya
defiant,
Janata
and even
Party
eventually he
candidate.
did not say, I am sorry. He said, I express my regret in case I hurt anybody, which is all a template that everybody uses. But Supriya
you
Srinath
want
did
to
not
give
even
an
say
analogy?
that. She blamed it on some random person in her social media
want
team,
to
and
give an
you have
analogy,
right
then
now
let's see
told
when the
us
tickets
that
are
no
not
action
given.
has been taken and it will be
Then-
taken whenever. So now my question is to you, to Shelley Oberoi. You speak of Mahila Samman. You speak of Kejriwal Kavach. What do you have to say about what is happening when Mr. Biduri is concerned, and when Congress saying that, ठीक है, बोल दिया, नहीं किया action, देखेंगे.
Okay, we really feel ashamed that the country like India, which has a very diverse, rich culture, and women is being considered as a Devi, as Ma Durga, Ma Saraswati, and such things are happening against the women. Such crimes are being happening against women. Such cases are being witnessed in country like India, and this is really shameful. And it shows the disgusting mentality towards women. What Ramesh Biduri ji said today. It shows the anti-women mindset of the Bharatiya Janata Party, using a foul language and loose comments even for the sitting Chief Minister of Delhi and also the senior leader of the Congress, and later on apologizing, later on regretting. अगर एक आदमी कोई पहले किसी लीडर ने अगर कुएं में छलांग मारी है तो ये भी छलांग मारेंगे क्या?
Achha,
And
okay.
his
So
statement-
Supriya Srinath also insulted a woman, and she hasn't apologized. So will you now restart your talks with the allies in the INDIA bloc that you had warned of doing a couple of days ago, but seem to have forgotten now, and say that, let's unite on this issue of insult against women and kick Congress out of the India bloc?
See, let me tell you, what he said today, his statement demonstrates a fundamental disrespect for a women politician.
We all agree, including Sanju Verma of the BJP, and which is why perhaps he regretted his statement. My question to you is about somebody who did not regret her statement and happens to be in alliance with you. Will you walk the talk and now start talks with the other allies in the INDIA bloc and say, we will not tolerate people who do not take action against those who insult women. Let's kick Congress out of the INDIA bloc. Will you do that?
See, what happened in the past, we are just discussing what happened today. What Bharatiya Janata Party, why every cases against women only is done by the BJP leaders? I can give you numbers. There are many leaders who have been...
We are talking about denigrating women. We are talking about objectifying women, and I am giving you an apples to apples comparison.
Talk about the Jayesh Patel, talk about the Ashok Makwana. Why
Talk about everything except what actually is being asked about. But
such cases are being suppressed. Under political pressure, no legal actions are being done. In fact, they start protecting their own BJP leaders. In fact, what Biduri ji said, the Bharatiya Janata Party should take the responsibility for his mindset and the foul language.
she has. Sanju Verma started by saying that she is not going to condone statements like that. She started by saying she condemns it.
See, the reality is Bharatiya Janata Party is in bewildered state. They know that they are losing in Delhi.
Sanju
So
Verma,
now
quick
they are
answer, and then Abhishek Sudhir wants to come in. Sanju Verma.
Yes. Priya, let me make one thing very clear to the Aam Aadmi Party panelists. मैडम ध्यान से सुनिए, यहां बैठकर नारी शक्ति पर आप भाषण दे रही हैं, बीजेपी को गालियां दे रही हैं. डू यू नो a lady called Swati Maliwal? Swati Maliwal was beaten black and blue inside the CM residence in the presence of Arvind Kejriwal and in the presence of Kejriwal's wife Sunita Kejriwal. केजरीवाल के मुंह में तब दही जम गया था क्या? विभव कुमार को कंडेम किया. आप में हिम्मत है तो विभव कुमार को कंडेम करिए. आज हिम्मत है?
No, they didn't condemn. They sat with him at a press conference. But yeah. But we'll also move to the other issues. But last word, Mr. Abhishek Sudhir, you wanted to say something.
Talk about your BJP leaders.
No, I mean, Sanju took the words out of my mouth, Priya. I thought you would confront the AAP spokesperson about Swati Maliwal. So I don't have much to add except that Arvind Kejriwal is the worst kind of politician, the worst kind of human being, really. He uses one woman against another woman. We all remember the press conference that Atishi Marlena called, where she absolutely discredited Swati Maliwal, said the most nasty things about Swati Maliwal, defamed Swati Maliwal. You know, you had a member of parliament from the Aam Aadmi Party who's, as Sanju said, was beaten black and blue by Arvind Kejriwal's political secretary, by his right-hand man. And not just that, these are not just allegations. A charge sheet has been filed against Bibhav Kumar. If a charge sheet has been filed against Bibhav Kumar, it means an investigation has been carried out. You know, this is a question about believing women. At least Ramesh Biduri has had the spine to say, I express regret. Has Arvind Kejriwal expressed regret over Swati Maliwal? No. What does Arvind Kejriwal do? He sets his hyenas in the Aam Aadmi Party's IT cell or troll army or whatever they're called. Every day they harass Swati Maliwal. You go on Twitter, they say Swati Maliwal should resign. Swati Maliwal should resign. Why are you an MP? As though Arvind Kejriwal, you know, gave a gift to Swati Maliwal. Swati Maliwal worked alongside all the people in the Aam Aadmi Party, including Shelley Oberoi, I know for a fact, who's on this panel. Swati Maliwal was called Lady Singham by Arvind Kejriwal. And what do you do to that Lady Singham? You actually physically assault her. And today Shelley Oberoi has the gall to sit on national television and say that, oh, we are appalled. This is about Nari Shakti and respect for women. You know, this is what Prime Minister Modi is talking about.
And the day Bibhav was released on bail, Sunita Kejriwal actually put out a post saying Sukoon Bhara Din for somebody who was accused of hitting a woman, and that too in the CM's residence. That probe is underway. But let's move on to the bigger issues now, talking about fear and the statements being made. A key thrust, Sanju Verma, today of Prime Minister's speech was also the assurances that all the schemes that are being spoken about by the Aam Aadmi Party as having been stalled by the centre in Delhi, that is not true, and that when the government comes to power, it is going to ensure that not only the schemes that have been stalled, but also the ones that are currently on paper but not being translated or implemented on ground is something that the BJP is going to ensure. Do you at some level fear that Aam Aadmi Party has managed to convince the people of Delhi that whatever work has not been done is because of the centre?
You know, Priya, that's a very interesting question. First and foremost, let me make this very clear that a bad workman always blames his or her tools. And a classic example of that is this. BJP has had 3 chief ministers in Delhi, Sahib Singh Verma, Madan Lal Khurana and Sushma Swaraj. And when they were chief ministers, the lieutenant governor was always from the other side, specifically from the Congress party. But they always had a harmonious working relationship. Now look at Kejriwal's track record. He had a problem when the LG was Najib Jung. Kejriwal had a problem when the LG was Anil Baijal. Kejriwal has a problem today when the LG is VK Saxena. So my first point is, Kejriwal does not believe in the word accountability. He needs a scapegoat to blame for his own incompetence, and that is why he's not a functional leader. He's a bad team player. He has 0 interpersonal skills. Point number 2, I say that, you know, if Delhi has an annual budget of 76,000 crore, which is what the Aam Aadmi Party claimed when it presented the budget for FY25, it said 76,000 crore ka hamara salana budgetary outlay hai. My simple question is this. There is no paucity of funds. There is no scarcity of resources. It is how you deploy these resources which is what makes the big difference.
But they're saying that their hands are tied because of the atrocities that are being unleashed on them. The ministers are handicapped, including the CM. He can't even sign a file.
Priya, I'm coming to that very quickly. Bear with me. If you look at the GNCTD Act of 1992, the NCT Act of 1993, and the Delhi Administration Act of 1966, a large part of it is still implementable today. You will find that only law, police, public order, these come under the aegis of the Union Home Ministry / the Lieutenant Governor. Water, public health, sanitation, roads, pollution, PWD, ये सारा का सारा केजरीवाल के एजिस के अंडर आता है. दिल्ली को बदबूदार पानी दिया, दिल्ली को साफ पीने का पानी नहीं मिला. हम तो जी 10 लाख CCTV लगा देंगे, हम तो जी 24 मेडिकल कॉलेज खोलेंगे, हम तो जी 40 फ्लाईओवर बनाएंगे, हम तो जी 12 अस्पताल बनाएंगे, हम तो जी 10,000 इलेक्ट्रिक बसेस लेकर आएंगे. आपने क्या किया? 12 अस्पताल नहीं बने, 500 स्कूल नहीं खुले, 24 कॉलेज नहीं बनाए गए, 40 फ्लाईओवर नहीं बनाए गए. Is it because of paucity of funds or Narendra Modi or the Lieutenant Governor or Amit Shah? No.
It is because the ED and CBI that have been unleashed on them by BJP ruled center that they're not able to focus on Delhi's development. That's the allegation.
Priya, tell me one thing. Priya, you're a smart anchor. Tell me one thing. Arvind Kejriwal out on bail, Manish Sisodia out on bail, Satinder Jain out on bail, Naresh Balian out on bail, Naresh Yadav out on bail, Prakash Jarwal out on bail, Akhilesh Tripathi out on bail, Jitendra Singh Tomar out on bail, Vijay Singla out on bail, Gulab Singh Yadav out on bail. इनको आउट ऑन बेल है ये, पर इनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई कोर्ट के बिहेफ पर हुई थी. इनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई नरेंद्र मोदी के कहने पर नहीं हुई थी. So who is Arvind Kejriwal trying to fool?
And also, Shelly Oberoi, the performance of Delhi government, all these people went behind bars just in the last couple of years. The Aam Aadmi Party has been in power for a very, very long time. Can you really get away by saying that whatever hasn't happened is because of the center and whatever has happened is despite the center?
The Aam Aadmi Party is in Delhi since 10 years and three times Aam Aadmi Party has ruled Delhi. And in last 10 years, Aam Aadmi Party has fulfilled all their promises. And I think the panelist doesn't know, we have a list of schools, how many new buildings, how many, the infrastructure which was developed in Delhi. Approximately 40 flyovers were newly constructed, 40 flyovers, more than 550 walnut clinics, 52,000 more classrooms were constructed.
Pollution?
Education model, good governance model, good health services, free electricity, free
I have Aam Aadmi Party's manifesto from 2020, in fact, in my hand right now. But Shelly Oberoi, pollution, Yamuna.
LG हमेशा puppet रहा है भारतीय जनता पार्टी का, and every
one by one, ladies.
has been acting
Shelly
on the
Oberoi.
directions of Bharatiya Janata Party.
Yamuna.
What about the law and order? Ask them. Law and order in Delhi.
I will, but I will not ask them about what Aam Aadmi Party's promises are. No, I will ask Aam Aadmi Party about Aam Aadmi Party's promises. So what about your promise? This is the manifesto. This is Aam Aadmi Party's last manifesto, and here it talks about cleaning Yamuna to be cleaned and rejuvenated, Delhi to be made garbage and debris free. Now, I mean, if a foreign ambassador, Danish ambassador has to come out and tell you that Delhi has garbage.
Almost 2 years. In last 15 years, MCD was ruled by Bharatiya Janata Party. You know the internal situation of MCD. 15 साल भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने MCD के एम्प्लॉइज को सैलरी तक नहीं देते थे, और आज की स्थिति में you can
Akashdeep Puni, what I hear is whatever hasn't happened is the other side's problem, not ours. Do you agree with this assessment?
See, Priyaji, good evening. Thank you for having me on your show. First of all, Priyaji, this Delhi election is all about BJP's Gali versus Aam Aadmi Party's work. And I have all the data and I'll prove it. And I challenge the BJP spokesperson to prove me wrong if they have the guts to do it. 16 new schools built by Kejriwal and 2,500 classrooms apart from these schools built.
One by one. He's speaking for the first time, Sanju Verma. Let him make his point, please. I request.
That question CM Atishi Marlena's parentage and surname. This is the same person who on the floor of the assembly questioned a community and hurled abuses, and still the speaker did nothing. And the BJP is shameless. BJP is talking about accountability.
But Akashdeep, we've addressed that issue, but since I have very less time left, you spoke about data and facts. Nikul Patel, what is the document that was missing that led to the postponement of the all-important presser that Ajay Maken had been speaking about?
I didn't get your question.
Ajay Maken had said that he's going to address a press conference at 11 today where he'll present evidence why Kejriwal is anti-national. What happened to that press conference?
See, regarding anti-national comment, I would like to say that whenever you are not able to carry out the activity or work in the larger interest of the people, and that is what he was quoting on that particular day. Anti-national doesn't mean it is related to any terrorism.
What happened to the press conference today? Why I'm asking you that is because Aam Aadmi Party is saying that the leaders in Delhi Congress are reading BJP script. BJP ने भेजा नहीं उनको document, तो उनके पास कुछ पढ़ने के लिए नहीं था.
Yeah, that I think Sanju Verma ji will be able to tell us very clearly whether they have sent it or not.
Sanju Verma, what is this? The dates are about to be announced. You are not able to send scripts to your allies in Delhi.
You know, Priya, what I find extremely amusing is, you know, BJP is accused of, you know, iski B team, या फिर कोई कह देता है Congress is BJP's B team, AIMIM is BJP's C team. You know, I don't believe in all this. I think BJP has this ability to go into elections with its alliance partners and work in a seamless and cohesive manner. But speaking of Delhi, I think one thing that your audience needs to know very clearly. Do you remember? I'm sure Abhishek Sudhir remembers this. It was November 2023. A two-judge bench of the Supreme Court, Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul and Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia, they pulled up the Kejriwal dispensation fair and square. And the Supreme Court said, you can spend 1100 crore on advertisements, but you can't spend 500 crore on the Delhi-Meerut RRTS. The Delhi-Meerut RRTS corridor became a reality thanks to Narendra Modi. The Delhi-Panipat corridor is becoming a reality thanks to Narendra Modi. The Delhi-Dehradun expressway is becoming a reality thanks to Narendra Modi.
Eventually, I think it boils down to who can convince the voter that they are going to deliver the most. But either ways, it looks like it is going to be a very interesting battle this time around. Could it be for Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP in Delhi what it was in 2024 for NDA and INDIA, where there is no one side with a massive sweep and massive numbers? We'll watch out for those details. Thank you, Shelly Oberoi and Dr. Akashdeep Muni for joining me. Rest of us, stay with me for the other debate on the other side of this very quick break.
The News Hour Special Edition.